Atlanta continues to own the offensive glass here in the fourth quarter. Great board.
5% from three after a couple years in the 40s. Howard misses that one.
You failed. Loser! I don't even play basketball and I would have made that shot. And even if I didn't make that shot, I'd have did something funny. You know I'd have did something funny. Caitlin Clark was like, hey, let's all do this whole code hand point.
Ryan Howard or Alicia Gray, I think Ryan Howard, airballs a shot to win the game late. It lands in Angel Reese's lap, and collectively the whole world said, yeah, she ain't making that. Collectively the whole world said, oh, Angel Reese has it? Oh, and it's a layup? Yeah, she's breaking that. And lo and behold, point blank range to win the game, we get a classic Angel Reese pray up. And
Angel Reese had every chance to be the hero of this game. Instead, she became the punchline of it. That's not an exaggeration. That's exactly what played out on the floor between the Indiana Fever and the Atlanta Dream. And by the time the final buzzer sounded, Reese wasn't celebrating a win. She was standing under the rim, hands on her head, while Caitlin Clark walked past her, smiling, on her way to yet another statement victory. If you want to understand why this rivalry refuses to cool off, this single game gives you the entire blueprint. And it's packed with enough turns that even people who don't follow the WNBA closely were talking about it by the next morning. Let's start where things actually turned physical, because this didn't begin as some heated back and forth between two players who already dislike each other. It started with Reese getting cooked on defense. Plain and simple. Midway through the first quarter, Clark pulls up from deep off the dribble with Reese draped all over her, contesting as tightly as she possibly can. The shot falls anyway, clean through the net. That's the kind of moment that can quietly get under a defender's skin, even if nobody watching realizes it right away. You do everything right defensively.
Laughing at Angel Reese after she missed a wide-open layup for the win.
Quarter. Great board, just could not convert it.
Was pushed under the hoop just enough to not have a great angle. To OT we go.
Good position, a tight contest, and the ball still goes in. For a competitor like Reese, someone who prides herself on being physical and disruptive, that has to sting a little. A few possessions later, it does. Ryan Howard's shot goes up and misses, and both Reese and Clark scramble for the loose ball underneath the basket. That's when Reese, instead of boxing out like a normal rebounding battle, shoves her forearm straight into Clark's neck to keep her off the ball. Not a bump. Not incidental contact from two players colliding on the way down. A clear, deliberate shove to the neck, the kind of contact that gets flagged in almost any other physical contest without a second thought. And this doesn't happen in a crowd, or off in some corner.
You had me laughing at you, girl. I told you. Angel Reese is a pure bum, the worst kind. Angel Reese is the type to steal the trash off your curb and try to see if she can go put it in her refrigerator. The girl can't make a layup to save her life. She missed like 7 layups in the first quarter. Meanwhile, me, the GOAT, Caitlin Clark, I'm putting on shows every single night. 26 points, 9 assists. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever humiliate Angel Reese. Or maybe Angel Reese just humiliated herself, as the Indiana Fever go on to win 29 points, 9 assists. Am I looking?
Where officials could reasonably claim they missed the angle. It happens directly in front of 2 referees standing in the paint, under bright arena lighting, with cameras from multiple angles catching every second of it. Clark immediately turns to the officials, arms out, practically begging for the whistle. Anybody watching at home could see it plain as day. She got hit in the neck fighting for a basketball, about as textbook a foul as this sport has. The referees just stand there. No whistle, no review, nothing.
Crap in this game. A bag of crap. She was awful. Angel Reese was terrible. Speaking of terrible, Angel Reese never beating the allegations. This was to open the game.
With Reese leaking out, finds her.
Lee Sheet. That was awful. Wow, that was awful. One more good time. It did a... Yeah. Yikes. Holy moly. Holy.
Reese gets away with it clean, and she knows it too. She doesn't even bother checking if a call is coming her way. She just turns around and keeps playing, jogging back up the floor with the same expression she'd have after a routine defensive rebound. But that's where things get interesting. Because getting away with something on the court doesn't mean getting away with it everywhere. The reaction online is immediate, and it isn't kind to Reese. Clips of the shove spread across social media within minutes.
We're missing the game-winning layup! Helen Keller could have made the layup. It was the fucking second layup that she missed. She missed a wide open drive in the first quarter, and then she misses the game-winning layup. And then, of course, we have the halftime crew just glazing Angel Reese, making it seem like she's a better player than Kelsey Mitchell, making it seem like she's a better player than Caitlin Clark. And Angel Reese with the total brick of a three-pointer. No wonder why they left her wide open, misses the layup. And look of disappointment on both her coach and teammates' face when she missed the game-winning layup. At least Angel was honest at halftime with Holly. I was a little bit impressed by that, where she was like, hey, I am playing like shit right now. I really got to step it up. I will say she is good on defense. She's always good on defense. She's a rebound machine, but she shouldn't shoot the ball so much. This photo just like
racking up hundreds of thousands of views before halftime has even arrived. Fans who normally try to stay neutral in this rivalry, the ones who insist they just want good basketball, no sides, can't find a way to defend what they just watched. One fan put it bluntly, Reese isn't a rebounder when she has to actually use technique and positioning. She's a player who grabs and shoves when the ball doesn't bounce her way. Another fan pointed out something that made the whole situation sting even more, that just minutes earlier, Clark had scored right over Reese's best contest. So the shove looked less like a hustle play gone wrong, and more like frustration boiling over in real time. Whatever the actual motivation was, the pattern fans have grown used to seeing from Reese in this matchup was on full display again. Physical, aggressive.
And it will be Indiana basketball. 4:10 to go in the first, and the Fever lead by 2.
Sitting just outside the boundaries of a clean basketball play. Here's the thing about that kind of gamesmanship, though. It only works if it actually changes the outcome of the game. On this night, it didn't change a single thing in Reese's favor. She spent the rest of the first half struggling to find any offensive rhythm, missing shot after shot in the paint that she normally converts without much trouble. By the time the dust settled on her shooting night, she'd gone 0 for 6 to start the game and finished 5 for 16 from the field overall. A genuinely rough performance for a player who built her reputation on efficiency and physicality around the rim.
Let's go to Angel Reese, clocking Caitlin Clark right in the throat hole.
With just 35.
Right here, you're going to watch. There she gets her in the neck, and there she gets her in the throat. Yeah. What are we doing? Neck, throat.
She still fought for boards, finishing with 14 rebounds and 6 assists, so it's not as though she vanished from the box score completely. But the aggression that fueled that neck shove clearly wasn't translating into made buckets. And Clark, seemingly unbothered by any of it, just kept doing exactly what she came there to do. Fast forward to the fourth quarter, and this game had turned into an absolute battle down the stretch. Alicia Gray was putting together a career night for Atlanta, eventually finishing with a career-high 32 points, and the Dream kept clawing their way back.
She sucks from 3. Boom! Whoa! Angel Reese on a layup. Can't score it. She stinks. Look at all these layups missed. The girl is awful. The girl is garbage. Here she comes. I'm going full court. Hey, boom! Get that out of here. She sucks. Here comes Angel Reese coming down the lane again. Spinning and missing another layup. It's missing another layup. Here we go. She's looking for fouls. Here we go. Down low. Down low. I'm spinning. I'm missing another layup. The girl is horrible. The girl is terrible at the game. Here we come. Coming down the lane. Here we go. I lost it out of bounds. Down low again. Another layup opportunity. And she missed it. She's terrible. Here we go for 3. Clank. Here we go. Here we go. Game on the line. I can win it. Smoke the layup. Then Naz Hillman follows up and smokes the layup. I mean, you starting to rub off on the other people on the right.
Every time Indiana tried to pull away and put the game out of reach. With the score tied at 81 and the clock bleeding towards 0, Rachel Banham fired up a three-point attempt that missed off the front rim. Reese, fighting for the ball with Aaliyah Boston practically riding on her back the entire way, somehow rips down the offensive rebound in heavy traffic. This was Reese's moment. This was the exact kind of play she'd been physically imposing herself to create all night long. All she needed to do was finish it clean.
Yeah! Yeah! I told y'all Caitlin Clark was gonna put on a show versus Angel Reese and show why she's the real MVP. Not no me-bounds, falling everywhere, missing layups everywhere. Angel Reese, your palms were sweaty, knees weak, arms was heavy, was vomit on your jersey already. Mom spaghetti, you're nervous! You look like pure